Carolyn,
Yes, ma'am.
how old are you?
I'm 34, ma'am.
Are you a believer in the God of the Bible, deconstructing, or an atheist, or a someone who identifies as a spiritualist with a belief in possession? Which one of those?
I really don't have a label,
I
really.
need you to be in one of those
So,
buckets.
so is it Gnostic or spiritualist?
You're
Will
a
be
spiritual.
the category.
Do you have a belief in the God of the Bible as a spiritualist or demon possession?
So I have my beliefs of the God of the Bible, which is a little bit different than most. I
But
have
you do
had
believe in.
demons. I know that I've been attacked by a person that was possessed by a
Okay.
demon. I could
Okay.
tell by looking in their eyes.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. I just need to
Yeah.
qualify you for the conversation, so you do qualify. I'm gonna let you
Yes,
start off
ma'am.
with Quan since I interrupted Quan's last conversation. Um, but go ahead.
Right. Hello, I'm Kwan.
Hi.
Uh, so you're able to determine when somebody has a demon?
Yes, ma'am.
How?
Mm. So the easiest way for me to tell is when I look into someone's eyes. So when I look into a demon's eyes, you don't see the galaxy in their eyes. You don't see stars in their eyes. You see blackness in their eyes, and you could tell by you'll get like a cold chill around you. You may even get goosebumps. Those are just like certain things that I have. Also, my stomach will drop, like as if I'm in a roller coaster in or around. That's another way that I could tell if someone has a demon on them or near them or around.
How do you know that's not like a personal bias? Like,
Mm.
and have you ever seen anybody with like hazel eyes or blue eyes or green eyes
I've even seen
that are
somebody with
displayed the
red
same?
Oh,
Hold
eyes.
let her
on.
finish, please.
Oh,
Right, because
okay.
you said
Also, somebody turn off. Also, somebody rip Oso's phone away from him, please.
Ask him why he's not
already.
blocked.
Oh no, what the fuck? I got a demon because I keep bringing his ass up. Like, goddamn.
We are the demons that'll destroy any country.
You know what?
Somebody turn his fucking camera off.
Also, so ma'am, you said like they present with dark eyes, right? So it was a two-part question. The first part is, how do you know that is not rooted in a personal bias that you have? And the second part is, have you ever seen someone with green eyes, blue eyes, or hazel eyes um, present the same way visually? Because you're saying their eyes look dark.
So, so it could be my own personal bias, and yes, I have seen someone with blue eyes and green eyes. I will see the darkness in theirs. Theirs will turn gray when the demon is on them. It will be like a gray tint to it. It wouldn't be their normal color. I wouldn't see the galaxy in their eyes. And it doesn't happen just all the time. It's different moments where a demon may attach itself to that individual. I have also, I suffer from narcolepsy. It's a medical term where I experience sleep paralysis. Um,
Can
and there
that
are,
color wheel? Like if brown
so,
eyes turn
so
color.
I don't know.
it's not necessarily like a color. It's a certain way like the eyes look though,
I'm trying to
and a
figure out,
way
is
to
the
adjust.
galaxy in people's eyes normally? Like, is the galaxy there and then it turns to the colors? So
Yes,
everybody has galaxy in their eyes unless they're demon possessed?
I believe so.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
You, but you,
Um, go ahead, go ahead.
it's going to derail. Never mind. Go ahead.
So do you think an optometrist should be able to detect demons?
You want to know something? I don't think that it's going to be a like a degree that someone would get that could detect demons. No. I
But
don't
if
think
you're
that.
talking about, I'm not talking about the degree. I'm talking about the tools that they use. You're saying there is a visual manifestation in the eyes of human beings that
Mhm.
you can see with your naked eye. But optometrists have some really cool tools to where they're able to zoom in and you can see the iris so clear. It almost looks like feathers. It's beautiful if you've never seen a zoomed in eyeball. So certainly an optometrist will be able to see this with their superior tools, right?
So for me, right, I was born with my placenta on my face. For those who know. It's been said that I have second sight that most humans don't have access to, and I've had access to it since birth. So there are things that I can see and notice because I see more than the 10% of the light spectrum as well. That an optometrist may not be able to know what to even look for.
You know, that's rooted in like African American folklore. Like they were born with a veil on their face.
Mhm.
And it's not actually like the placenta. It's
No.
like the fetus side of a part of the placenta. Like if that placenta was on your face, then that means that that person had a uterine abruption and that they were hemorrhaging and bleeding out and you were losing oxygen. So that's just not how that really happens. But it is not an IMO. Is not an indicator of any type of extra special spiritual powers. Like I've had family members be born that same way. They regular degular. Ain't nothing.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm
But
not
hold
better than
on. Here's the
nobody.
question. How have you been able to determine that you're able to see more of the light spectrum than other people? Has an ophthalmologist or an optometrist told you this?
Nope. An optometrist has not told me that. No.
So how do you verify that? Because like to be able to see more than other people is you can validate that. Like you know how some people have uh red green color blindness, they really can't differentiate between those two colors. There's a way to determine that. So if you're saying that you can see more than others, how have you been able to verify or validate what you see versus what other people are capable of seeing?
So that was when I was diagnosed with narcolepsy. It's a sleeping disorder, actually. They, so this did happen when back in what 2005 when they diagnosed me with this. And they did do a sleep study on me, and they did say my brain wave activity is higher than most.
Quan, did that answer your question?
It did not, and narcolepsy has nothing to do with the vision. I don't know why we're talking about your your optical nerves, the capabilities of your iris and your retina and your pupil, and how they uh, view, engage things. And so I'm just trying to find a metric to validate you being able to see people's eyes turning dark. It as an indicator that they have a demon.
Mhm.
Because, Quan, correct me if I'm wrong, but the light spectrum that we can see with our eyes is determined by the shapes of the rods and cones in our eyes, correct?
Correct.
That's correct.
So it wouldn't be verifiable.
Yeah, and that's how we're able to determine what parts of the spectrum that other animals can see, like the ones that have greater vision than us. We're able to determine that by the shape of the actual eye, the parts of the eye. So I think that's what Quan is asking you. How has something like that been checked to determine or validate what you're saying?
No, that has not been checked or determined on me. My grandmother actually is someone who was like really against me getting like eye exams and things like that. She doesn't want me showing my eyes to people, so I will wear like glasses and things like that
Where
as
did you get the
well.
glasses from?
Hmm?
Where did
They
you
just sunglasses, just shades.
what?
So she got you around here like Cyclops?
No, like Stevie,
Mod,
like
can y'all
Stevie.
check the mod channel for me, please? Go ahead.
That's why no one on here has seen my eyes either. They see the eye on this picture. That's it.
I mean, that's just see about. Sorry.
Okay, let's talk about the personal bias because we haven't been able to um, figure out uh, using any of the tools of measurement that human beings have at our disposal to be able to see things occurring, being any different in you. So, what about you said it could be your personal bias against some people? Can you tell me about that?
So, just what, in my belief of understanding from my Gnostic studies, from me reading the Pestis Sophia and the Apocrypha of John, just, to name a few different things that I just studied.
What does that
It's
have to do with your bias towards other
so
human beings in determining
that's
whether or not they have a
so
demon? And
yeah.
by looking at their eyes, we're focusing on.
So that was one way that I could determine if they have a demon on them. Also, the fact that my stomach may drop when I'm around them, or if I get a chill or goosebumps when I'm around them or near them. Those are just a few just to answer it. And then it is those different studies that I have learned for me to have an understanding of different ideologies and methodologies. So there's some things that a lot of people don't understand, like about, Gnostic faith or the Christian faith or the etymology and the origin of a lot of things. So since I studied and since I have studied and looked into and read these different things, I have a better understanding than most in certain subjects.
Have you?
And that's what formed my bias.
Yeah. Have you ever been wrong?
Yes, I'm wrong all the time.
Oh,
So why are you simultaneously claiming a better understanding if you're wrong all the time? I don't
I'm
understand.
talking about, have you ever been wrong about the presence of a demon in someone?
Mm, I do not believe so.
Well, how do not believe so? Does it make any sense? Like either you know a demon was present or you don't.
And in my belief, then yes, I will believe that the demon was present. If I say that the demon is there, if I call the demon's name, the demon answered me. I didn't have dealings with Dante Lion, Becklemish, Amadeus, Bilal. And when I've asked, they admitted that that's who it was. So,
So you've talked to Belial. Where were
yes,
you
ma'am.
when you talked to Belial?
I was outside
Where? Like outside where?
in the downtown of my inner city.
You were in downtown,
Hmm.
like on the sidewalk.
On the
I-
sidewalk, yes.
okay,
And it
and
was it was a person.
okay, and were there other people around?
Yes, it was.
Okay, was it daylight? Nighttime?
It was twilight, so it was almost dusk.
So it was like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, yeah, like 7 o'clock in the afternoon. Yes.
And was Belial and someone that you knew, or was it a stranger?
No, I did not. It was a stranger.
Okay. And so you saw this stranger. What color eyes did they
Hmm.
have before you recognized Belial?
So this person actually had like green eyes. Actually,
Okay. And was the person white or black?
he was white.
Okay. And were they tall or short?
He was short.
Okay. And you were outside on the sidewalk.
Hmm.
This white short man is outside as well. Is he with other people or is he by himself?
He's by himself.
Okay. And what started the conversation between you and this man?
He actually, I was like eating,
You were
so we
eating
were like
outside on the
outside.
sidewalk
I was, yep, I was eating outside on the sidewalk,
in the
and he
middle of
came up to
downtown.
me in the middle of downtown. Yeah. We're
Like
in
were y'all
Michigan,
standing up or
so
sitting down? Like were you waiting on a bus or something?
I was standing up. Actually, we were standing up, like right outside the Z's. Z's is a store slash food where you could get hot food from too. And I was outside standing there. And I just got off work because I worked at a hotel that's right down the street. So I just got off of work, went to Z's, got me something to eat, was outside eating it. It's just a place where people commune at. And he came up to me and he started talking to me. And I said, "Who are you?"
Wait,
And he,
hold on.
yeah.
He came up and he started talking to you. What's the first thing you
Mm-hmm.
do when he approaches you?
I look at him and I say, "Who are you?"
You don't look at his eyes.
No,
Why not?
because I don't just make eye contact with anybody.
And so,
I do glance at his eyes though
uh, so
when he
he,
says who he
so
is.
he walks up to you, and
Mm-hmm.
you ask, "Who are you?"
Mm-hmm.
Why did you? What did he say to you when he walked up to you?
He said, "What are you doing here?"
And then you said, "Who are you?" And then he said, "What?"
Mm-hmm. And then he said, "Bilal." Well, first he laughed, and then he said, "Bilal."
And then you said, "What?"
I looked at him. That's it. That was the time that I just encountered him.
Wait, hold
Now,
on. He said Bilal, and you just looked at him, and that was the end of the interaction.
no, I walked away. I didn't have no conversation with him after that. That was
So,
my encounter with
so how do
Bilal,
you know
though.
his name wasn't Bilal? How do you know the person's name wasn't Bilal?
It could have been
But how do you know it wasn't?
because I didn't ask any further questions to try to get to know him anymore.
So you're not sure if his name was Bilal and that you were not actually talking to a demon named Bilal?
When I glanced at him and my stomach dropped, and I glanced at him and I got the goosebumps, and my inner nudge told me, "Well, walk away now." So I walked away now.
It's interesting that you got the goose drops uh, and your stomach dropped after he told you his name was Bilal. Like, if you're telling me that you
I
know,
actually
I'm,
had
I'm sorry,
goosebumps as he walked up.
one second. That's not what you said, though, right? It's interesting, right, when you say that you can tell a demon is present because your stomach drops, right? You get the goosebumps, you look at their eyes. But that isn't the first thing that happens to you that makes you know that you are in the presence of a demon. You have to ask the name, right? And then you hear the name, then you glance at them, you get goosebumps, stomach drops,
Mm-hmm.
and then you walk away. That sounds like bias, right? Because
Could be.
when I ask, how do you know that that man's name wasn't Bilal? For someone who knows that demons are present because your body reacts away, I would have said I know because the way my body reacted, I know when a demon is present. You didn't know. Your answer was it could have been. You don't know if you talk to a demon named Bilal.
You're right.
Thinker, I got a quick one question. So, ma'am, you were saying like this is kind of like at dusk, it's getting dark at night. And you previously told us that you go around with shades on all the time.
Mm-hmm.
If you have shades on,
Mm-hmm.
why are you worried about making eye contact with a person, them being able to see your eyes? Because it's kind of dark outside and you're wearing shades.
So it wasn't dark outside yet, and since I just got off of work, I don't wear shades just everywhere. I don't wear shades just everywhere.
Your eyes, girl, stop. You still sitting up here lying to us. Cut this out. It's ridiculous.
I may tell a joke, but I'll never tell a lie. I'll tell my truth and what my experience is.
You describe yourself like an X-Man, right? So when we have these conversations, I don't think that it's outside of reality for us to kind of want to make sense of it.
No,
Like
I understand.
you've been, yeah, like you were told from birth that you have this sight. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, you're going to move through the world as though that's true. You haven't externally validated that. But when thinker asks you questions about a specific experience that you brought up, the way
Mm-hmm.
you walked her through it it didn't result in us believing or accepting or even understanding how you accept that you have some sort of sight beyond sight.
Mind you, she
Mm-hmm.
said the reason she didn't have her sunglasses on was because it was getting ready to be dark outside. Did I mishear you? And you
Well, I
don't,
had just got off of work.
you had just got off of work, therefore you didn't
Mm-hmm.
wear your sunglasses.
Have them. Yeah.
Are you the only person that works at your place of business?
No. Well, I was a housekeeper at the time.
Right, but are there other
So
people?
yeah. Yeah. There's other
Therefore, the
people.
people that you engaged while you were at work saw your eyes? Or did you hold your head down the entire time you were there?
Well, I don't hold my head down.
But you didn't wear glasses
No.
either.
No.
So other people saw your eyes at work.
Mm-hmm.
So what you told us earlier about you don't let people see your eyes and that's why your grandmother had you wear glasses was not true either.
So in large scale settings is where I will wear glasses at.
But you didn't say that.
No, and we didn't give like a whole full life story about me either. I just gave you some for instances.
I don't think we need a full
Yeah,
life
because
story to know if a story.
we were both gonna put a feet on your face. Sorry.
What were you saying, Selena?
I said we learned she was born with a quote unquote placenta on her face, which is not the case. It's a call verse, but I won't even a call birth, but I won't even go into that. But come on now.
We were saying the other day, I think it was in Bash's Live, how when you don't take the time to learn how things work, like how um, the our eyes interact with the spectrum of light that's visible to us, how other animals' eyes interact with the spectrum of light that's visible to them, and how we know the difference, then you prime yourself to accept things that people tell you. You're ultimately leaving yourself gullible to explanations that don't really explain things, that don't include mechanisms and are not repeatable. Because you've been sharing this story with us about a myth or folklore that your family has given you, about this ability that you have, but you haven't told us how it works. You haven't demonstrated that it works. And the stories that you shared with us about this ability have quite a few holes in them. Like they just don't logically follow. But I think this happens, and we see it in religious conversations all the time. Like even when we get to talking to believers about, how would this be the case? When we kind of drill down into the functionality of the things that undergird the belief system, they completely fall apart. And that's why I think it's important to understand why you know what you know. I don't know if you were trying to say the word etymology earlier. Um, but epistemology is important. Not only what you know, but how you know it, being able to
Mhm.
have a way to test it to confirm whether or not what you're saying is in concordance with reality or if it's reflective of your confirmation bias or presuppositions that you already hold.
I agree with you, what you just said. I don't disagree with what you said. I agree with what you said. That's why I said it's many a times that I am wrong.
So
Not regarding this demon possession, you didn't say that. Go ahead, Fee.
I was just going to ask, how many times are you going to be wrong before you start to question yourself about the correctness of what you're claiming? Like it's only so many times that I can tell a person I can do a backflip. I can tell them all the time, but if I bust my ass enough, okay, you know what? I can't do that. Clearly I was wrong, right? I think that systematic approach to investigating and testing truth claims should be standard, not optional, especially when you claim to have ability to see things that other people cannot see. like I was looking at something and I had read this before about how we know, like the light spectrum, the scientists who realized that each color of light in the light spectrum has a different temperature, which is ultimately like light was coming through a window. They put a prism up, and of course, a prism separates the various colors that make light white or pure white. And they put a thermometer at each color, Roy G. Biv. And then, of course, as science does, it has to have a control. So they had a third thermometer outside of the ray of light next to the red to be the control. But that thermometer was higher in temperature than all the others, which is how we learned that ultraviolet light is hotter than the other, red, green, blue, yellow, and all of those. If you don't have that control or a way to test the claim that you are making, it's just an assumption. It's just confirmation of something that someone has told you, and you're moving through your life as though it's true. And by your own admission, making multiple mistakes and getting things wrong. That doesn't make sense.
Do you think sleep paralysis is demons? Is that why you said you have narcolepsy and then uh, it causes you to have sleep paralysis? Do you think that's demons? Those are the demons
Yeah.
that you can see?
Those are some of them that I can see that are not in a physical body.
And it's because you have these special eyes that you can see them?
I believe so.
Have you not talked to anyone else who's had sleep paralysis and believe that they experience sleep paralysis demons?
I have spoke with other people, and they say that they see the same shadows that I've seen.
And that means that they have these special eyes too, where they also born with the placenta on their face.
No, that doesn't mean that they're born with the placenta on their face,
So the placenta
but
being
that
born on
means
your face is what gave you these special eyes, though, right?
no.
What is the importance of this placenta being born on your face?
I think that was done for me to know exactly like who I am. Like it's not just that I was born with a placenta on my face. Like I'm RH negative, O negative. When I had my child, I had to get the RhoGAM shot. Also, when I had my child, he was born with 6 fingers on each hand. They wrapped a thread around it. The fingers fell off the day that his umbilical cord fell off. But all these things were just signs for me to know and for me to have that curiosity to want to explore and research and to study and find the origin of most things that I could find. I'm really a
Wait, so medical conditions
Mhm.
are a path to you knowing who you really are?
Yes.
And what does what
They
did,
sparked the curiosity.
what path did that lead you on, knowing that you had a placenta on your face?
Well, no, I've known that since I was a little kid. They buried it when I was born too,
No,
after I was
what
born.
path did it lead you on? The fact that you had a placenta born on your face. Like, who are
It
you?
led me down the I'm the light that illuminate any answer to any question that man shall have.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I am the light that will illuminate any answer to any question man shall have.
So you are the light that will answer any question that humans have. You have
No.
access. No, I didn't say you were. I said you are the light that will answer any question humans have.
That man shall have.
Man, are man human? Are they human?
Yes.
Are you uh, uh, discrediting female humans? You only answer questions that men have, males, male humans.
So it's not that I'm discrediting female humans. It's just that,
Well, are you only here to answer questions that male humans have?
well, I'm here to answer any question that I have the ability to answer for anyone. but I could
Wait, the
illuminate the
ability. I'm
answer.
sorry. You
But
said before you said any. Now it's what's within your limited ability.
mm-hmm.
So no different than me answering questions that I have the knowledge to answer.
Exactly.
So you're just human.
I'm just human.
You were born with a placenta on your face,
Mm-hmm.
and your child was born with 6 fingers on each hand, just for you to learn that you are human
Mm-hmm.
that can answer questions based off your own limited knowledge.
Yes.
You think that makes sense?
To me, it does.
You didn't know you had the ability to answer questions if you know the answer? You
A
didn't know
lot of
that
people,
before?
don't know that
Don't know what?
that they have the ability to answer certain questions. There's
What do you
some
mean
people that will
certain? Why
never,
are you saying certain questions? I didn't say certain questions.
like, there's some people, right, that will never be able to say their name in their head. There's some people
Wait,
that will
what?
be able to,
Wait, what? You think you
look it
think
up.
you think you think your uh inner dialogue
Mm-hmm.
is a special ability? Like, do you know that
The,
not everybody
mm-hmm.
is born having an internal dialogue,
Yeah, I know that.
right? And not everybody can see images, but
Mm-hmm.
a good portion of
Mm-hmm.
humans have that ability.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a it's not a superpower.
No, it's not. Because everyone has the capacity to do it.
No, they don't.
You don't
You
think
do
so?
no, you do realize that the brain is made up of neurological pathways. That everybody's brain is uh, different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not a superpower. But what I hear you saying is you had to be born with a placenta on your face. Your child had to be born with 6 fingers on each hand for you to find out that you are able to say your own name in your head.
I guess so.
Your grandmother taught
Because
you this?
I could only speak for my experience.
Your grandmother taught you this?
She taught me some things.
Did she teach you this?
Actually, she taught me not to talk about this with people.
But did she teach you this?
About having the internal dialogue, yes. She taught me that.
And she taught you that that was special? That was some type of superpower?
Well, she taught me that it's not something to be discussed with everyone.
The
She
fact
said
that
you
your
speak with
brain
people that
works?
have eyes that the people that have eyes that see and ears that hear is the people that she said I could talk to about this with.
The fact that your brain works? Your
Hmm.
grandmother told you not to tell anybody that you have a brain that works.
She let me know to talk with people that have eyes that see and ears that hear.
Now, what if my brain can do above and exceedingly than your brain? Does that mean that I'm chosen without a placenta on my face?
It does. If that's what it means for you.
So you're just assigning this specialness to yourself? Like, what happened to your phone?
What do you mean?
I, I think you're going off into the void or something.
I'm still here.
Like it's Bilal there pulling you away?
Absolutely not.
Your grandmama there mad because you doing something she told you not to do? Where you at? You on the other side, Auntie Anne? Where you go? Where you at? What happened to your phone? Well,
It's probably because I'm by this.
do you have AirPods on?
No. It's probably because I'm by this. So it's messing up stuff.
That wouldn't cause your phone to mess up. Put your phone next to it right now. Put your phone next to it right now.
It is right next to it. See?
And we can hear it clear. We can hear all the rest of it. That wasn't the cause of that.
No, I don't know.
Do you ever ask clarifying questions like when you have these experiences? Do you ever ask clarifying questions like what was that? Why did that happen? How? Do you ever ask those types of questions?
Yes, I do.
And do you ever like actually seek the answers?
Yes, I do.
And you still come out with I needed a placenta born on my face to know that I could say my name in my head after you search for the
Mhm.
answers. Huh?
So those things were made and did for me to understand exactly who I am. Not
Yeah,
for
you
me to
said
have
that
to
you are
explain
the light that
no,
illuminates any answer to the
answer.
questions man have. That's what you originally said, and
Hmm.
then you changed it.
Hmm. That's still what I said.
No,
You said it.
no. Is it any question that man have, or is it
Hmm.
within your ability? Which one is it?
It's both.
So you can answer any question that man have.
Within my within
So
my
then, not
ability.
any question. It can't be both. If it's only within your ability, then it isn't
Hmm.
any question. You understand that?
Well, if I can answer any question within my ability,
That's not what you originally said.
the original question was, "Who are you?"
And your original answer was, I am the light that illuminates any answer. I mean, the answers to any question man has. That was your original
Hmm.
answer.
Yes, it is.
Except you cannot do that. You can only answer a question that is within your ability to answer.
Hmm. Hmm. You are right.
Right. They're not the same. Basically, you're just saying you needed to learn that you have a brain in your head. And that if you read
Hmm.
a book and you learn something from that book, if somebody asks you a question about what you learned in that book, you can answer it. I don't know why you needed a placenta on your face to know that, but you did. That's basically what you're telling us. And then, like, you're saying that you originally said something about the placenta and your ability to see galaxies in people's eyes, to be able to see
Hmm.
demons in people's eyes, except
I think you could do that
you're not
too.
except you're not able to do that. You're unable to do
I
that.
think you could do that too.
Don't it doesn't matter to me what you think.
Okay.
You aren't able to do that. You made a claim and then you told us a story and then
Hmm.
didn't use one bit of the special abilities that you say that you have to determine whether or not you were talking to a demon named Belial. And then you think sleep paralysis is some special gift for you to see demons without investigating to see if other people had these experiences that uh, they also think were demons that happens when they are in REM sleep. That has been studied scientifically. Have you told people that they have a demon? Have you like actually looked at a person and said, "There's a demon in you"? Have you ever done that?
I have once.
And what happened?
I actually called on the Most High and asked them to leave my house peacefully, and they did. It was Beklamesh.
No, I'm asking what what happened when you told the person that they had a demon? The person.
They started pulling their hair and crying, and then they left my house.
Was this a male or a female?
It was a male.
So you and this male are into it
Mm-hmm.
and you yell you have a demon,
No, I didn't yell it.
or you just say you have a demon.
Mm-hmm. Well, I asked, "Are you a demon?"
You asked the male if he was
Mm-hmm.
a demon. Why did you ask?
Mm-hmm.
Why did you ask?
Because demons don't have free will.
What does that have to do with the identification?
So when you ask them a question, a specific question like that, they have to answer
But I asked why did you ask?
because I wanted to know.
Well, you should have already known though, right?
I didn't know, but I wanted confirmation. I wanted to know which one I was dealing with.
Well, why didn't you just say, "Hey, demon, what's your name?" Why did you ask if they were a demon?
Just to get clarification
Clarification of what?
if what I was feeling was correct.
So you're not sure when you feel, when your stomach gets the flurries, when you look in their
Mm-hmm.
eyes and their eyes have changed, when the
Mm-hmm.
goosebumps get there, the coldness gets there,
Mm-hmm.
you're still not sure.
I just had to ask to get confirmation.
Can they lie?
Can I lie? I
No.
can
Can
lie.
demons lie? No, no, no.
Demons?
Can demons lie?
I think they could lie about some things, and then some things they're not able to lie on.
What can't they lie about?
Like when you ask them specifically, are they a demon?
What can they lie about?
Like lustful things, archonic things.
Who set the rule about whether or not they can lie about if they're a demon? Who set that rule?
Well, who actually said that?
Who set
I'm not
it?
exactly sure. Was it Constantine that set the rule that demons couldn't lie?
Constantine decided that demons can't lie.
Well,
Constantine?
Constantine is the one who like originally found out that they can't.
Who who made the rule that demons can't lie about whether or not they are a demon? Who made that rule?
Well, in my understanding, it's the Most High that made that rule.
So the Most High made
Because
sure
the
that,
Most High,
hold on, the Most High made sure demons cannot lie. He created demons and took away their ability to lie about them being demons.
yes, I believe that the Most High created demons and they do not have free will. So they can't lie about it.
So if he doesn't want something to happen, he could definitely stop that from happening. So your God made sure that there are demonic beings on earth that cannot lie about them being demonic beings, but your Most High will not stop a demonic being in the body of a human being that is raping a child. Am I to understand you correctly?
So Yardabal, that demiurge is not my God.
Whoever your God is that created you, that created these demons,
So in my belief, my God is actually Eponoia Sophia,
it doesn't matter.
who
Is your God
who
stopping?
created
It
Yardabal.
doesn't matter. Is your God stopping children from being essayed by these demons, by these humans who are possessed by these demons who cannot lie about them being demons?
No, God is not doing that.
Right. So I don't care what you call them.
Hmm.
I also don't understand how they can lie sometimes and not lie other times, but they don't have free will. Who wants them to lie when they do, if it's not them?
I guess whatever chaotic entity that's controlling them wants them to lie.
Your God
But you're
create.
see,
Does that make sense? Your God created demons. Your Most High created demons, but He did not want these demons to lie. Am I to understand you correctly?
So the archonic forces are the demons.
Uh, Your Most High created these demons.
My Most High created the dim urge of
But your
curiosity.
your Most High created the demons, and while He created them, He made sure they could not lie. Am I understanding you correctly?
No. My Most High created the demiurge, and that demiurge created the archonic forces, which are the
I'm
demons.
sorry. Did she not say earlier that the Most High created demons? And that
yep.
okay. So are you changing it now?
Epinoia Sophia, the Aeon, had a curiosity that created Yargabal, which is a
Okay. Are you
demiurge, which
changing it
created
now? You originally said the Most High created demons. Are you changing that now?
what people would consider God, I should say,
So you're
is who created
so
demons.
the answer is yes, you're changing it now.
Hmm.
Okay.
To have better understanding.
Okay. So your God knows
Hmm.
that the demiurge created these demons with the
Hmm.
ability not to lie.
Hmm.
Your God knows that.
Hmm.
Did your God want these demons created?
No,
And your God didn't remove these demons from the earth after the demiurge created them against their will, their desire?
so according to the ancient texts, right, when she created it, her, what is it? How is it worded? Like sparks of her went everywhere. And no, she did not want, because right as soon as she had her curiosity, the demiurge was created God. He was imbalanced. And then if you know the God from the Old Testament versus the New Testament, he was ignorant
I'm
and didn't
asking.
know everything.
I'm asking. I don't want you to tell me the story. Like I've read all that
Mhm.
shit. Your God
Mhm.
didn't remove these demons.
No, she couldn't
Why couldn't she?
because she was trapped.
Is she not powerful?
She is powerful. She had to go through her 13 repentance to realize her power to get back to the Pomero.
Did she get her power back?
She did.
Did she remove the demons?
No, she did not.
Right. So your God did not remove
Mhm.
these demons from the earth that she did not want here.
No, she did not.
Hmm. And so you have a God that knows that there are demons here
Mhm.
who will do harm to humans. That God does nothing to stop the harm that these demons that she does not want on earth is doing to humans. But these demons is respecting somebody's law not to lie to humans. And those
Mhm.
demons are respecting you to not lie to you because you apparently have some power that your Sophia don't have.
So they're not necessarily respecting me. They're respecting the demiurge that created them,
You're not them.
not me.
So Right. So you're not them. So when you
Mhm.
ask a question, there's no reason for them to not lie to you.
You're right.
Do you get pushback like this when you're telling other people this type of
No.
that explains why your story falls apart. Okay.
Like it's just I don't know if y'all ever ask yourselves like you all sound like a and I'm not trying to offend you. I'm not. But you all sound like a bunch of children playing make believe with very real lives. And then you call it faith and you ignore the impact of your faith. Definitely too much TV. And y'all don't care about, you don't ask yourself, how is my belief affecting me and others around me? But yet, all of you seem to think that y'all are chosen to the point to where humanity needs you. But you don't ever ask yourself, how am I affecting humanity? Why? How can you have a mission to be the help of humanity, yet you never assess your own actions, your own presence amongst the very people that you are supposed to help?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Rhea. Good morning. I never sounded so goddamn chipper. I'm never doing that again.
What did you do? Get some sleep? Oh, because of the way you said good morning?
Uh,
Oh, did you get some sleep?
I did. I didn't sleep till like 11 last night. But yeah, I did.
Did you go live again last night?
I did not.
I didn't think you were. You sounded tired when you were doing
Yeah.
your live yesterday.
Did I? Yeah. I've been doing all kinds of stuff, but I got some sleep. Did you get some sleep?
I did. I slept 3 hours after your live and then another 5 hours. I woke up for like 45 minutes and then took my ass right back to sleep.
That's crazy. At my lash appointment, I slept 3 hours and did
You slept during the last appointment?
yeah. You know, you laying down. I had like how people do service for service. So it was my friend. So I did hers and then she did mine and I was asleep for them 3 hours.
Carolyn, do you ever think about how your actions affect people around you?
I do.
I don't think so. You're we're
Okay.
we're we're literally talking about your belief in demon possession,
Mhm.
right? You're
Mhm.
not a dragon, Theo. We're literally talking about your belief in demon possession. You have identified or shared with us 2 times that you believe you have talked to a demon. You're not sure, right? That you've actually talked to these demons. Even just
You're
the
right.
idea that human beings have demons is a harmful ideology, a harmful belief, because it uh, interrupts opportunities for
Mhm.
a person to ask questions and say, what's going on with this person? Is there emotional trauma here? Is there psychological trauma here?
I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying.
How have you assessed your belief and how it affects humans then?
It's only my belief.
You don't see how selfish that answer is, and how that even shows us that you don't care about how your belief affects the people around you, how it affects the world. I think
Yeah.
a lot of you that have a belief in a God or, spirituality, and I'm not saying all, but a lot of you think that your beliefs are so innocent and that it's so personal to you, and that it's harmless. Like, oh, it's just my belief. Who am I harming that I think people are demon possessed?
I don't think believe like you already kind of said that, but like even as a believer, I didn't realize how much my belief actually affected my life. Like the way I treated people, the way like the decisions I made, like the way I weighed my pros and cons, like the things that really mattered to me, like how nice I was to somebody, like it was like, oh, if they weren't, like under some kind of like notion that Jesus was king, I would just look at them as like wasted. Like I would just look at them as like, oh damn, like you just gave up on your life, And I would like I never really gave them the same reverence as I would give like a church member, like and now as someone that's not in it, I'm just looking at my actions and I'm like, dang, like I really centered my whole existence on this belief system because like it's all you know, it's all you think, it's all you drink, it's all you eat, it's your whole life and you never really see the impact that you're making. Like it's mind-boggling.
Absolutely. Like even the thought of, oh, they just have a reprobate mind. It allows you to just walk past a person. It allows,
Yes.
yeah, to ignore a person's situation. It's like, oh, that person has a reprobate mind. That person is demonic, and not give a damn.
Not even thinking about the idea of this person could need some other help. Um, just I'm sure. Sorry, this is bothering me. She'll look at someone who might be homeless and decide, homeless with a mental illness, and decide, oh yeah, the demons got them.
I used to do that, Selena. Like, unfortunately and horribly, I used to, like, even as a child, I used to do that. Like, I would look at certain people like, oh, damn, that's why your life is like that. Because you don't serve Jesus. Like, I would look at people that didn't have, outside. I'm like, damn, you must have offended God some type of way, Like, it's such a weird thought
Yeah.
process.
Dang.
And we wonder, like, why there's so much uh, activity that causes harm on the earth. Like, why our world is so fucked up. And we don't ask ourselves, how am I contributing to the state of the world right now, to the amount of what I consider to be evil or wickedness in the world? How am I contributing to that? And we might not be the ones out there that, is doing the raping or the trafficking or the murdering. Like, we might not be pulling the trigger, but our willingness to pretend like it doesn't exist, or to categorize someone as being demonic and saying that's why their life is that way, and then just go on about our day thinking that we are uh, blessed and highly favored and special to a deity, is our way of contributing to it. Because the more that we ignore it, we're silently giving approval for it to continue and to increase.
That's a sad fact.
It's the human neglect and psychological abuse and neglect for me, right? I remember there was someone in my city. My mom told me like they got demons, but the person, later on in life, I realized like this person just has a mental health condition, right? the way that we like the way that sometimes people look down on other people and just relegate them to being demon possessed, I think is inherently harmful, because not only does that lets those people not be able to get the services they need when it comes down for them receiving proper care. And then you what introduce them to your imaginary friend, uh, who you say can heal them from whatever they're going through. They continue to suffer. Like, honestly, we gotta put down these spooky stories of ancient men who didn't wash their hands right. We just gotta stop, and we gotta wake up to reality. Ain't nobody got no galaxies in their eyes. Ain't nobody born with a placenta over their face. It's actually part of the amniotic sac. Ain't nobody got extra special vision where they can see more of the light spectrum than regular humans. Ain't no geo messing up your phone. Ain't none of that happening right now. And I think that the things that you were taught did you a disservice, ma'am, because it has you believing in fairy tales. I understand you want to respond, but I'm just going to tell you the truth. You were done a great disservice, and early on in life, some neural pathways were created in your head to where you wholeheartedly believe these things. But this is all indicative of psychosis, just to keep it a buck with you. And I think that you should invest some time in verifying whether or not these things are actually true, as opposed to just relying on your thoughts and opinions.
Fortunately for me, I have an understanding that I'm only responsible for what I say. I'm not responsible for how other people interpret it. So if it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. If it does resonate with anyone, it's okay too.
That's irresponsible.
Very irresponsible. And
That is
again,
irresponsible.
is very indicative of what we are saying. You are a part of the problem, and you don't care. You care more about whatever special feeling you have given yourself that tells you that you are born for a reason and that you are special.
Hmm.
It's similar to sacrifice, and I keep saying this, I keep saying it. You all are willing to sacrifice others for your feeling of superiority and some spiritual hierarchy.
And it's even sadder that the hierarchy is only confirmable by you. Like the position that you've put yourself, the label of chosen that you've put on yourself, you are the only one that can verify at what point you became chosen, at what point in your life realize that you were one of the chosen ones. Like, there's no other way to confirm that shit. It's all coming from me, myself, and I. But y'all know that, like, when people are talking that at a young age by someone that they really love, they develop an emotional attachment to the information. Like, we've met people who, they're Christian, and the stuff don't make sense to them. They asking questions, but they cannot let go of it, because there was a young man. He said, "My father gave me this." I understand that you got an emotional connection to your father, but the thing that your father taught you didn't even come from him, so that's not even his IP for you to be holding on to that hard. But because you got an emotional connection to the person who taught you this, it's hard, so hard for people to begin to deconstruct these ideas.
Do you know what she means when she said that's not your father's IP?
That was for you, Carolyn.
Oh, yes. Yes, I believe I understood what she was saying when she said that.
What was she saying?
Well, the way that I interpret it is just because you were taught this, you were tone is true for the world. It's only what's happening in your house.
No,
You know,
I
the
didn't
theory what
even.
happens in this house stays in this house.
No,
They say it doesn't make it, 100% true.
no, I
No.
didn't even need to hear all of that. You actually cut out, and when you came back, just the three words that you said let me know that you don't understand what she means when she says this ain't even your father's IP. She's saying,
So that's what it was for me. If y'all could explain it in a different way, maybe I could understand it. But that's how I interpret it.
do you know what IP is?
Give everybody the context clues. I believe that it's like, no, I don't. Enlighten me.
They just put it in the comments. It's interesting that you are the light to illuminate any answers to the questions that men have, but you don't know what intellectual property is. Intellectual property is the information that a person either creates or discovers with patent rights, creativity rights, copyrights. And what she's saying is that this story doesn't belong to your father. It belongs to someone else's father and someone else's ancestors. And they have the patents for it.
Thank you. I love you for enlightening me.
Y'all are weird.
Thank you.
Did you say I love you for enlightenment?
Hmm.
She
It's
said that.
it's very narcissistic. It's very dismissive and narcissistic when they do shit like that. Very.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it's, to me, it's a marker during the conversation that lets us know that this person has checked out of the conversation,
Mm-hmm.
and that no matter what, right? What matters most to the person that we're talking to is their feeling of superiority or specialness or chosenness. That status matters more than anything. The crazy thing is that the idea of spirituality is about growth, right? That's the message that's put out there, right? How to be your better self for the betterment of the whole of humanity. But a lot of people that we talk to who have a belief in this God or the stories that derived from the stories about this God have a very self-centered approach to their so-called chosenness or specialness, while their lips say that it's for the betterment, like you were sitting here for humanity. Yet you're never really found doing much for humanity. Your whole entire process is about you and others seeing you as chosen. Exclusivity, which is very supremacist in nature. It's very supremacy ideology. And it's about, being able to pivot, being able to self-reflect and say, well, damn, like, is that me? Am I doing this? Am I making this person feel this way? Right? And being willing to rid yourself of whatever behavior, whatever belief or thought that is causing harm, if you care about causing harm to the people that you claim that you are here to help.
I agree. So I do have an open mind. That's why I said thank you, for enlightening me, for telling me things and teaching me things that I didn't know. And when I say I love you, I mean that with my whole heart.
I don't have any more questions. Do y'all?
favorite food?
Okra.
Oh wow, sweet shit.
I think she thinks she said, "What's your favorite food?"
Oh no, what's Stinker's favorite food?
I don't know.
Oh, you know what her favorite
Is it
color
food
is?
for thought? No, not yet.
Interesting. You know what she likes to spend her time doing?
Helping people.
Oh yeah, how does she do that?
Not saying that my favorite food is food for thought, Aries. That was good though. I'm not gonna lie, that was good. That was good.
But the point is, you don't even know her, man. How the fuck do you love her? Y'all say weird shit. You don't. You
Um, I'll
gotta know
explain
somebody to
that.
love somebody. No, I don't need you to explain. Cause I know you can't love somebody and not know who the fuck they are. That's crazy.
So as I learned to love myself, right, and I could see parts of myself and everything I alive. Yes, I do. I love you too.
Oh, so you love the part of yourselves, like the part of yourself that you're seeing in other people?
I do.
I'll be back, y'all. I'm finna go fix
Like,
me something to eat. Talking about food.
did you? Sorry. Also, you got a lot of background sound. Like, give me okay, yeah, there we go. Um, did you? Were you saying that you say you like what you see in yourself and other people? I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
So as I learned to love myself, right, I love everything that I see and everything that's alive, the good, the bad, the ugly. And I accept it is the way that it is. And in my acceptance, I'm learning to love everything.
I'm not sure I understand that. Like, what do you mean by in? Because you love yourself, then you love everything. Like, what does that mean?
It means just that. As I'm learning to love myself, I'm learning to love everything.
But you okay? So saying the same thing does not clarify. Or
Right.
try saying it in a different way. Because if she understood what you said the first time, you
If I could say it in a different way, I don't know how yet.
Okay, that's fine.
well, I'm with Houston in this piece. I have nothing.
I'm crying. Yeah, I think Thinker was done too. So I don't know if anybody else has anything for.
Yeah, we can talk. Have a good day, Carolyn.
Yes.
That was rough, y'all. I'm still scared.
Very, very.